Hello, hello, my friends. We have a holiday video to share with you today. And the reason why I am saying we is because the holidays are all about tradition. And I have a little tradition here on my channel where I like to bring this guy on to do some cold sniff impressions with me on the KRINGLE winter, holiday, Christmas collection. So who are you?
The gardener.
The gardener. I pulled him in real quick. Don't tell my husband. The gardener named.
I'm Cody.
You're Cody. They don't know. Actually, I have a lot of new subscribers since the last time you were on here. So for those of you who don't know, this is not the gardener. I mean, he kind of is, but this is my husband, Cody. And we have a tradition here where he likes to come on. I don't know if he necessarily likes to come on here, but I ask him to.
I am told to come on.
He is voluntold to come on and share his thoughts about some of these fragrances. So these candles were sent to me in PR by KRINGLE Candle. I do always like to be upfront about that. And so today we are just going to give you some cold sniff impressions. These candles will be released on Thursday, September 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have a discount code with KRINGLE. It is Katie15. It should save you 15% off of your purchase. However, you guys, I know that there's quite a few of you who are burned out, no pun there, on all of the recent releases with KRINGLE. We know that they've had a lot of clearance sales. They've also had some fall reserve launches. They've just had a lot going on recently. So if you are feeling a little bit tapped out right now, hey, not yet, sir. Oh, he's anxious. But if you have,
I'm so excited.
Yes, just know, you guys, this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal, because this guy here is a big goofball. But what I was going to say is that if you are just feeling like you're not ready to purchase Christmas, I know I am nowhere near ready for Christmas stuff. These candles are not like a limited edition high sellout risk. These candles will be available at least through the end of this year. So you do have some time to wait for some post-burn reviews if you'd like. But if you are anxious to start purchasing Christmas and you just want some cold sniff impressions, that's what this video is for. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that on Thursday, the only things that will be available will be the medium and the large sized formats. They won't have the 3 wicks, the daylights, or the wax melts available yet. Those will be released at a later date.
And we know what those are.
You don't, but the people watching do. You all know, right? Everybody, you can comment down below. You all know what I'm talking about. So we have a limited amount of time to finish filming this today, so we better get into sniffing these candles.
Let's sniff it up.
Okay, everything will be listed and linked down below with fragrance notes, all of that with timestamps. So, all right, why don't you go ahead and grab the first one that you were just sniffing, and I will tell you what this is.
This one is Blankets and Snowflakes.
Yes, this is part of the KRINGLE lineup.
I like the picture.
You like the picture. Yeah, the picture is beautiful. We've got like a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
A snow-covered cabin. Very pretty.
That's where I wish I was.
That's where you always wish you are. And we are in Arizona.
It smells like the picture.
It smells like the picture.
It really does.
Yeah. So the fragrance notes on this are Fougere. Oh boy. Good thing you didn't try to pronounce that.
And we all know what that is,
yes.
So there's no point in talking about it.
Fresh, Cashmere, Spice, Floral, Sandalwood, and Musk. I feel
There's a smell called fresh.
Well, it's not really a smell. It's more like a fragrance accord. Like they're trying to tell you, like, oh, it would be a fresh.
It's got like a linen thing going on with it.
A linen. It's fresh. It is like a fresh kind of.
Yeah, it's very clean.
But it's kind of I feel like if people who like any of like the mahogany type of fragrances at Bath and Body Works, it's definitely a more masculine fresh to my nose.
Yeah, I'd say that.
It's kind of like cologne-y. Kind of reminds me of like Hollister or like one of those stores like early 2000s walking in.
I know. I've gone in there.
I know. He's really the
I'm like, how about Payless?
How about Payless?
Payless or Ross?
Payless did not smell like that.
I'm like, or I don't know.
I don't know. It smells.
Shop?
It smells like one of those stores to me.
Like Mitch's Bait Shop.
Mitch's Bait Shop. It does not smell like Mitch's
no,
Bait
it
Shop.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it's definitely masculine to my nose.
Yeah, I like that one.
You do like that one. It's not really my favorite. I don't love fragrances like this. It's not
like, yeah, I wouldn't say it's like my top.
You definitely get the sandalwood and the musk. There is like a cologne-y. It's a cologne-y type of fragrance.
I do like it. That's very good.
But people who like fresh fragrances, like I would say that it's pretty safe if you are somebody who tends to like the masculine fragrances like the mahogany scents that Bath and Body Works tends to offer,
Yeah.
but maybe you might find them to be a little bit too heavy, then you're probably going to like this fragrance. All right, I think I'm going to alternate between the Kringle ones and the country candle. Yes.
All right, this one is Here Comes Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously killed a reindeer and he's packing it out.
He has not.
On a sleigh.
That is not what has happened.
I like that. It's not like, it's piney a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's Christmas tree.
Yeah, I like that. But it's not like overwhelmingly so. Like sometimes I get kind of crazy.
Yeah. So I've smelled a lot of. I just unboxed these a couple of hours ago and I smelled them. I would say I will go ahead and read the fragrance notes on this. Fragrance notes are balsam, fir, aromatic, aldehydes, wood, and musk. If you like Kringle's blue spruce, you're going to like this fragrance. It's very much like a Christmas tree type of fragrance, but it does have kind of that like cool winter air aspect in there.
Yeah, it does. I did catch that now.
It smells more like the needles on a Christmas tree. Like it's almost kind of like that astringency to it. I would smell. But I would say that of all of the candles that I have here before me, if you're looking for a good Christmas tree scent, this is going to be the one for you. It's not the same as their best-selling Christmas, which is honestly probably my favorite. That one and Wishing for Christmas are probably my favorite Christmas fragrances that Kringle has. But yeah, this one's really nice. Yeah, well, Country Candle is a subsidiary of Kringle. Oh. It's the same brand, but yeah, this is an homage to the Yankee Candle days when they were when they started out with Yankee. All right, next fragrance here is.
All right, this is Kringle, Cypress and Cinnamon.
Turn it around so that way you can see. I've got a coach in here. I'll include some B-roll too, so that way you guys can see it up close. All right, you can go ahead and sniff away.
Yeah, I like it, but it's not like
It's not probably what you were thinking it would smell like when you look at the label. I kind of felt the same way too.
Yeah, I like it. It smells really good. A little bit of cinnamon in the background. Yeah, nailed it. They did nail it.
Yeah. So the fragrance notes on this are fir needle, spice, balsam, green, wood, and spice again. I don't know why they include that. Like spice and then more spice. They're doubling down.
One spice?
Two spices. So this to me, this is like a warmer, like tree type of fragrance. Like the Here Comes Santa Claus is more of like an astringent, just straight up cool air Christmas scent. Whereas this, there's a little bit of warmth to the tree note.
Yeah.
In some ways, it reminds me a little tiny bit of, I like to do a combination in the summertime, or not summertime, right after Christmas. I like to do a combination of Kringle's Winter Wonder with the fragrance Snowbird. And for whatever reason, I feel like that combo that I normally do is put into this candle. Because I'm picking up like almost like a berry or a citrus in here. There's something fruity.
It's a citrus. It's that orange thing.
The orange, like an orange pomander type of thing.
It smells
but it's
just
funny,
like that picture.
That's not listed on the notes, but I do pick up something fruity in this candle.
Yeah, there definitely is. It smells good. That'd be a good drink, actually.
A good drink? Well, I do have one in here. I think that is. I have a couple that are supposed to be like a drink. In fact, we'll go ahead and talk about it. This is CRAN Apple Toddy from Country Candle. So the fragrance notes on this one are apple, berry, currant, fruit, sweet, amber. All right, what do you smell there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
That's really.
You get the sweetness of the apple and the cranberry. The cranberry is not overly tart.
Oh, man, it almost smells like punchy.
It's
just like a punch thing going on.
It's definitely like a drink type of fragrance, but it's not boozy. I don't really smell like anything boozy in it.
I like it.
I feel like I would burn this candle like November. I feel like it's not really one that I would necessarily burn right at Christmas, but I feel like it would be one kind of like
November,
setting me up for the holidays. Like I'm tired of all of the pumpkin and whatnot from fall.
Or just get some bourbon.
No.
And then just drink it.
And just drink it. I don't think that is what they advocate for. but that is a nice fragrance.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and pick one up there, sir?
All right. Frosted Spice,
Ooh.
which it looks like it's going to smell. Yeah, I want a spoon.
You like that?
Yeah,
I knew you would like that one because you tend to like fragrances like this.
Yeah, it's got the cinnamon. It's got the, I don't know, read the.
So let me look at the fragrance notes here. Fragrance notes on this one are aromatic, spice, cinnamon, fir, peppermint.
Fir, it's got a
mint,
fir
vanilla. Yeah. So when I put my nose in this for the first time, the fragrance that this reminds me a lot of, if you are familiar with Yankee Candle's sparkling cinnamon, that's what this fragrance smells like to me. The cinnamon is it's definitely a cinnamon forward candle, and it's red hot cinnamon. So I know there's some of you in the fragrance community who don't like that type of cinnamon note.
Who wouldn't like that?
Well, there's a lot of people. Fragrance is very, very personal. There's a lot of fragrances that I don't really care for and people love and go crazy for. Yeah. But yeah.
But who doesn't like red hots?
I don't know. Ask them. Tell them. Say, who doesn't like red hots?
Who doesn't like red hots?
I actually don't like red hots. So I don't like cinnamon candy or gum. Ugh. But I think that this would be really nice combined with one of the tree type of candles. Yeah. There is a little bit, the more that I smell this, I do detect a little bit, like a hint of that peppermint and vanilla in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say vanilla. And you smell a little bit of that.
It's sweet. It's like a sweet cinnamon fragrance.
Yeah, there is peppermint. Now you say that.
Tiny little bit. And I think that might come out more when it's burning.
It's like on the finish you smell that peppermint.
But this is not like an peppermint forward type of fragrance.
It's definitely not like you'd have.
It's cinnamon forward.
Yeah, she said it, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
I do like that one too. The more I smell it, at first I was kind of like, it felt like kind of generic, but the more that I sniff it, I do like that one a little bit more. Sniffer. Okay. Fireside Chai is the next fragrance available from Country Candle. We have fragrance notes of bourbon, cider, wood smoke, wood, amber, and spice.
You had me at bourbon.
Yes, I know.
You're going to think I'm a drunk or something.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'll actually give you the candle if you want.
Thanks.
You're welcome, sir. I like this one a lot.
That's boozy.
It's not super, super boozy, but you do get a little bit. I think it's the wood smoke.
What is that? I really
and
like
that chai spice. I really like this. Now, I would say that
pinky out.
Pinky
when in
out.
doubt, pinky out.
This is like just like it makes you feel like warm, like drinking it or drinking it, smelling it. You could drink it too, I guess.
This would have a better name, like Toddy or something like that.
Toddy. Well,
it'd
they have
like
a pumpkin
Fireside
rum
Toddy.
Fireside Toddy. You think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's nice.
Man.
You get a little bit of that wood smoke in there, but it's
like
not a super smoky fragrance. It's kind of like it's definitely like a sophisticated drink sitting by the fire.
Yeah, definitely. I
but
like
not
that.
overly boozy.
No,
I don't
it's
think
not.
It's like a warm. It's like a
very
warm drink.
Like,
This one's really nice. I like that fragrance a lot. All right, sir. Next one.
All right. Pomegranate and fir. So this is obviously like when you kill an elk and you're skinning it out.
I wouldn't know. You would.
Who would know? I would love to know in the comments who would know what I'm talking about.
Who would know?
It's a very unique smell.
No.
I'm sure this has nothing like that.
Probably not. I don't think so. Based off of I've already smelled it, and I don't think that that's what that smells like.
That's very clean. I like that.
You like that one?
In fact, when I'm skinning an elk, that's why I'm going to burn that candle.
Fragrance notes on this are pomegranate, fir, fruit, amber, patchouli, vanilla, wood. So
patchouli?
So it's
like
patchouli. No, patchouli.
Like that?
No. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like soapy smelling to me.
A little bit.
It kind of reminds me of like old lady perfume too.
What's the one that like makes me like cough? It's got like a soapy thing going on.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. There's been a few that
Yeah.
have made you cough. I feel like this one would probably make you cough.
Like burning it?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, granted, like theirs are really clean burns, but like there's something about this that I don't love on cold sniff. It's kind of powdery and
it is a little bit powdery.
It's just not my thing. And I think a lot of it too is pomegranate is not really a fragrance that I enjoy.
Like grandma's sock drawer?
I don't know.
No?
Maybe your grandma's sock drawer.
My grandma had a nice sock drawer.
You know what? Now that I smell it more, it kind of reminds me
Grandma's
of
sock drawer.
of those sachet packets your mom gets.
Oh yeah.
And puts them in her stuff.
That's what
Well, grandma's.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No shade to my mother-in-law, but yeah, there's something about it. I'm glad you like it. I mean, I'll definitely give it a burn, but I don't really see myself loving this one. That being said, we know my track record so far with a lot of these Kringle candles is that sometimes I don't like fragrances on cold sniff with them, and then I burn them and I really enjoy them. And then sometimes vice versa, the ones that I really like on cold sniff, when I burn them, I don't really love them. All right, I have a medium-sized jar of Country Candle Winter Spice. I don't think that they had the large jars poured yet at the time that they were sending these out. Fragrance notes on Winter Spice are citrus, berry, cinnamon, clementine, clove, and nutmeg. I'll let you sniff that one. Clear the scent. I should have brought coffee beans over.
I want to eat that.
It's citrus forward.
Yeah,
definitely
like that.
Citrus.
That smells really nice.
Now,
I wouldn't like say, like, it doesn't scream winter spice to me though.
No, I don't really detect a whole lot of spiciness. If you guys are hoping that this is like an orange pomander scent, it's not. I would still say that.
Like, I would burn that in the summertime. Like, I would.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it smells like a winter. I think it smells more like a winter citrus. It's not as bright and vibrant to me to be burning as like a summer citrus.
I don't know. That doesn't like scream winter to me.
Really? It's a winter citrus really to me.
I like it.
And I think maybe what we are distinguishing there, I think that there is probably an addition of spice in here. There's no tree note at all in here. So what's the one that just came out in the fall lineup? I think it was like called like Pine Cones and Pomander. That has more of like a tree note with, but if you like the orange note in that candle, that's similar orange note in this one, but there's no tree note with this.
They need to come out with one like called like elk droppings and blood.
Ew, no. Maybe give that as a suggestion for the Halloween lineup next year. No. There you go, Nick. You can do a whole
for hunting Halloween, season. Hunting season.
Well, they actually tend to fall during the same time.
Well,
if you think about it, Halloween hunting season is usually the same time.
Get a hold of me. We can talk. I can dial you in.
I definitely don't want that smell.
Just a candle called Elk Camp.
Oh gosh, no. But this is I think that this is a really nice winter citrus type of fragrance. My favorite orange pomander fragrance that they have done for the wintertime is still Away in a Manger. But this is a nice fragrance. All right, sir, you're next.
What would Deer Camp?
All right, no more deer.
No, would it be like?
I don't know.
Like
I don't camp.
Bacon and fart.
Ew. Gross. Again, you guys, I told you it would be unhinged this time.
There's a market.
There's a market. No, there's not.
What is this one? Butter Rum Cafe.
Okay.
And this, my favorite so far.
You like that one?
Oh, yeah. I want to take a bite out of that one.
Yeah, it's a gourmand really for sure.
I like that one.
It's a heavy gourmand.
Yeah, it's butter rum. Yeah.
Well, let me read the fragrance notes.
Let
me read the fragrance notes to the people.
That one's really good.
Okay, fragrance notes here are butter, nut, spice, caramel, cream, vanilla.
Yeah.
Now, the funny thing on this one, look at this one's poured like really, really high. I feel like compared to some of the other candles.
It's like a new guy pour.
Maybe. Okay, so this is definitely a very dense gourmand. I get like a coffee note kind of in here for sure. Is that even? Yeah, and it's funny. They don't even list a coffee note in here, but it's like a creamy vanilla type of coffee.
But it's like so, honest to God, it's like so dead on, like on cold sniff that like if you closed your eyes, you would think there was like some coffee drink or something in front of you.
I do get a lot of caramel in here. I am going to say that I do smell quite a bit of caramel.
Like roasted caramel.
Like which makes me honestly a little bit nervous. I've always been very vocal that with a lot of Kringle fragrances, when I see butter or caramel listed in their fragrance notes, sometimes when I am burning them, they come across a little bit scorched to my nose, like almost like wildfire. It's like a weird thing that my nose picks up. But I have a feeling if you liked, they're very different fragrances, but if you like how like Praline Pecan was done, yeah, I think that you're going to like this scent.
That's my favorite.
You like this one so far? Yeah, that is a good one. It's a very good, like dense gourmand type of fragrance. Stop that. Nope. No eating it. All right. The next fragrance we have here is Christmas in Manhattan. Fragrance notes on this are
smell like homeless people.
No, it's not. Green, aromatic, citrus, fir, patchouli, moss, Sweet Musk. Okay, so that, what do
It
you
smells
think?
really cologne-y. That's very cologne-y.
It's cologne-y, but it's not like super heavy, like dense cologne. Like it's I smell a little bit of like mint and citrus in there too.
Not citrus, but I definitely smell a little bit of mint. I like that a lot.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
unique. It's definitely a unique fragrance. It's a scent that I see myself burning more like in January than I do at Christmas.
Sounds weird to say, but it's like a very high-end type
Yes.
smell.
Yes.
It's very,
it smells very fancy.
Which
and
I guess that's where the Manhattan.
Yes, the Manhattan
came
crowd
from.
hangs out. We've never been to Manhattan.
I like that. I like that
Yeah.
a lot.
This is really nice. What else? I'm trying to see in the fragrance notes here. The base notes of patchouli, moss, and sweet musk. I think that's what gives it kind of that like cologne vibe. But like I said, it's like a fresh cologne. It's not.
It is. It's really nice.
But it's sophisticated.
It is.
It's not. That's a really, really nice one. I do like that.
Out sophisticated.
Yes. I feel like that's going to be a nice fragrance to burn. Like after you're done with the holidays and you're putting everything away and you just want like a fresh start and you want your home to smell clean. That's going to be a really good one, but not smell clean like cleaner, I guess, like Pine-Sol or anything like that. It's just a nice fragrance.
Yeah, you like that.
Okay, what do you have there?
Sugar, plum, and myrrh.
Okay.
Isn't myrrh an embalming thing?
Yeah, it's one of the spices that they brought.
Yeah.
They brought Jesus.
It's an embalming spice.
Yeah.
It's very light. I like that.
You like it?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm not so sure. Fragrance notes on this are plum, berry, tea leaves, citrus, tonka bean, and amber. This is another one that's not really my favorite.
It's very, very light, and
it's definitely, if you like a sugar plum type of fragrance, you're gonna like this. I think that's why I don't really care for it, because I don't really love like fruity fragrances in the winter time.
I'm trying to figure out myrrh.
Myrrh, yeah. I don't know what myrrh smells like. I do know that it is like an embalming spice.
Smells really good.
They used it. They used it back then for that. I do get the base of like a vanilla and tonka in here.
What is tonka?
Tonka bean is like a vanilla. It comes across that way in fragrance notes. Oh. Tea leaves and citrus, not really. I don't know. I definitely get like that plum and the berry note at the top. But again, this isn't really a fragrance that I would gravitate towards around the holidays.
Yeah, definitely.
But I do know that there's a lot of people who like those type of fragrances.
Yeah.
They think of like sweet, like candy and all that kind of stuff around.
Yeah, if you like that
around Christmas. I think that they would like that. Okay, and then the last country candle that I have here is Gingerbread Tiramisu. We have fragrance notes here of spice, pastry, coffee bean, brown sugar, more spice, and butter.
What's better than one spice?
2. Ooh.
Back now?
I do like this one. It is heavy on that like gingerbread spice. It's kind of like, it's cinnamon, but it's not as cinnamony as, what was that frosted spice? Like that's for sure. This is more like gingerbread type of cinnamon.
It is gingerbready.
I don't really smell any coffee in there on cold, but that might come out when it's burning a little bit more.
I do like that.
But again, it's like, it's also another like good, like dense, it's a dense, heavy gourmand. Yeah, I'm wondering if when it's burning, if we'll get more of, I don't really smell like a pastry note in there. Or maybe I do get some brown sugar and spice. But again, you guys know that butter note always makes me nervous because sometimes it just doesn't hit my nose just quite right. Okay, and I think you have one more candle there to look at.
Winter Iris.
Okay, Winter Iris. You can give your honest opinion. That's what they want. They want honest opinions.
It smells good.
But it's not Christmassy.
Nope.
No,
not Christmassy
I don't think it's Christmassy at all. Let me read off.
It smells really good, but
so
it's a little cologne-y.
See, the fragrance notes on this are iris blossom, sugared violet, dark fruits, vanilla, and white amber.
I don't.
It's like a sweet floral to my nose.
Yeah.
This reminds me an awful lot, if you're familiar with Kringle's lineup, if you like Beautiful Day or watercolors, you're going to like this fragrance. It's in that same fragrance family. I call it like they're fragrances that remind me of like Victoria's Secret body creams from the early 2000s. I know that sounds funny, but like there are certain fragrances that reminds me of. Not as heavy as like Spellbound or Love Spell, but it's like fruity, perfumey. It's a nice fragrance, but again, it's not really a scent that I would consider a holiday fragrance.
Yeah, definitely not.
Holiday fragrances to me are always like tree or gourmand.
Yeah.
So, you know, we know that Kringle tends to be a little bit more conceptual a lot of the time, and I think that maybe that's what they were going for. I actually was talking to a couple of fellow ambassadors in a group chat over on Instagram, and I was telling them that I feel like this year's collection is more like what I would call holiday flankers. Like there's a few that are, I would say, are definitely Christmas, like the Frosted Spice, the one that smells like sparkling cinnamon, I would associate with Christmas. The Here Comes Santa Claus, because that's such a like tree forward fragrance. Those are the two that in my mind, I feel like those are definitely Christmas. But the rest of these fragrances, I feel like they are more like just winter time fragrances more than they are necessarily Christmas, which I guess could be a good thing, because for me personally, the Christmas season, I usually only burn those candles in like late November, early, you know, throughout the month of December. And that's a very short window if you have a big candle collection. And also, in true transparency, I'm very, very nostalgic. And so there are certain fragrances that I will always burn. I usually don't leave a whole lot of wiggle room to incorporate other fragrances during that time of year. So maybe it was a little bit more of a smart move on Kringle's part to maybe try to put some fragrances out here that could be maybe gifted at Christmas, and then they could be burned after the holidays.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like none of them, other than those two, really scream Christmas to me. They definitely scream more like winter months, and maybe that was their tactic, and that probably could have been a smart strategy. All right, which one is your? Tell me your favorite and your least favorite.
Butter Rum Cafe.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely my favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a bite taken out of
Yeah.
My least favorite?
Least favorite.
Is it this one? Yeah. The pomegranate and fir.
That's actually my least favorite too.
Yeah,
I don't, and again, everybody is different in their fragrance preferences, but for me, it's not really for me. I'm gonna say my favorite scent is probably Fireside Chai. I really like this one a lot. Yeah, I like the there's something about this that I really, really like. A close second would be Here Comes Santa Claus, because that's just like a straight up.
That one's really original. Like, there's not a lot of other scents that I've smelled.
Yeah, I haven't really smelled other fragrances like this. It's very good.
It is
very conceptual. So feel free to comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Are you ready to purchase Christmas candles, or are you like, no way? I can't even think about Christmas yet. I love the Christmas season, but yeah, I'm just going to try to enjoy fall for right now. But yes, these candles will be available Thursday, September 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. KD15 will save you 15%. That is an affiliate code eligible for a commission. So please only use it if you are comfortable doing so. We do appreciate you joining us today. And do you have any other closing thoughts?
I'm interested to see who actually knows the smell that I'm talking about.
The smell? With what? With the...
Like hunters.
Like hunters? Kind of I don't know. Maybe we have some hunters that tune in. I'm not sure. I don't know if my demographic are a bunch of hunters, but anyways, you never know. There's a wide variety of people who enjoy home fragrance. So anyways, we do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with us today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.
Have fun.